UFC 299 will be stacked with the final card of Sean O'Malley and Chito. Who do you think will be taking this rematch of Malley and Chito? SUGA's got some impressive stats, but Marlon Vera isn't too far behind either.
Oh! Huge head kick there from Vera!
The seasoned veteran has some major fights against big names like Frankie, Edgar, and Dominick Cruz. But who will come out on top? First, let's compare Sean O'Malley and Chito Vera. Sean's got a record of 17 wins and 1 loss, while Chito has 23 wins, 8 losses, and 1 draw. Sean's 29 years old, 5'11", with a 72-inch reach, while Chito is 31, 5'8" tall, and with a 70.5-inch reach. Sean has some impressive stats with 11 knockout wins, 1 submission win, and 4 decision wins. He's also a BJJ brown belt, trains at an MMA lab, and has earned multiple Fight of the Night and Performance of the Night honors. Ultimately though, Sean seems to have the edge in physical attributes and recent performance. Sean O'Malley's fighting career started with an amateur debut in March 2013, where he racked up an impressive 9-2 record.
Oh! He's going to come into play here. Nice roundhouse kick to the face. We'll see if Malley takes advantage. And that's it.
He transitioned to the professional scene in March 2015 and quickly caught the eye of the UFC. His UFC journey began in December 2017 after a successful run on Dana White's Contender Series, facing Terrion Ware in a memorable debut.
Never allow Ware to actually get a beat on what he's doing. Ware to try to make this fight a little uglier. Nice foot sweep by O'Malley, and he hits it with the left hand. Nice outside kick by O'Malley. The third, and a winner takes all round and do this. For O'Malley. Once you down your elbow. And a winner take all round.
So far, this is O'Malley.
And he took it down again.
O'Malley gonna take that.
Since then, Sean has built a UFC record of 9 wins, 1 loss, and 1 no contest. He's known for his 6 stoppage victories, demonstrating his knockout power and skill. He had an impressive fight against the former title weight challenger Eddie Wineland.
In and out, he does a fin.
Promising prospect Thomas Almeida.
That front kick up the middle.
Oh, that left hand hurt him bad. He's doing it again.
And again, the hesitation.
Oh, you gotta keep fighting. I mean, wow. And it flattens him, stiffens him.
He was...
Pavia.
Fighters we have seen it.
Oh! Big leg with the right for O'Malley.
Jason Herzog's taking a very
That will do it.
Right here, you see the right hand lands over the top. Hurts Highland Paiva. Paiva starts to fade away on the left hand that goes right to the body. Boom! Drops the hands of Paiva. Oh! And then the right hook came over the top. It was nasty.
And a significant victory against Aljamain Sterling, where he knocked out the reigning champion.
У чемпиона.
Попал навстречу. Бивает удар за ударом. Маргодер останавливает эту встречу. Навстречу, пропустив мимо себя выпад оппонента справа. Прям четко зашел.
But Sean's career has seen its shares of breaks, facing layoffs due to various reasons, like issues with USADA and recovery periods between fights. Despite these challenges, he's only had 1 close call. A split decision against Petr Yan at UFC 280 in October 2022. Let's look at the aftermath of Sean O'Malley's showdown with Petr Yan. It was intense, with just 1 media member siding with O'Malley, while a staggering 23 favored Petr Yan. This close call could have shifted Sean's path towards bantamweight gold, but delving into O'Malley's stats, they're quite impressive. He lands significant strikes at an impressive rate of 7.25 per minute, one of the highest in the UFC. His striking accuracy and defense stands strong at 61%, while he's not a frequent takedown artist, averaging 0.43 per fight. His background as a BJJ brown belt bolsters his ground game. Now let's shift focus to Ali's opponent, Marlon Chito Vera. With a record of 23 wins, 8 losses, and 1 draw, he's a seasoned octagon veteran. Despite skipping the amateur scene, he's made waves in the pro circuit since July 2010. Notable victories include triumphs over Sean O'Malley,
Yeah, we'll hear up. He fell down. We'll hear about it.
Oh! Huge elbow from Chito. Good shot.
Frankie Edgar
Tiene más volumen y
¡Ándale! Y ahora, para quitar cualquier tipo.
Rob Font, Dominick Cruz,
Condicionamiento físico, 37 años de edad.
Chito Vera, Chito Vera, Chito Vera.
and Pedro Munoz.
1-2 by Chito.
Oh, now knee.
He didn't quite connect.
Body shot is there for Vera.
Take a look at this. But he's also encountered tough defeats against fighters like John Lineker and Davey Grant. Both are known for their aggressive styles, so this matchup promises to be a thrilling showdown between two bantamweight contenders. Now in the past, Chito Vera has faced some tough competition in the bantamweight division, like in these two fights.
Well, I think that one got through though. Flying knee attack from Corey.
Before that, he had attempted 15 total takedowns wrestling, and he gets it to the ground here.
It's a nice takedown.
Corey can be really dangerous himself. That's when the flying knees come into play.
That's about to get on his bicycle.
Now.
There's Chito.
Seconds.
And he hammers right to the final.
Corey!
While he did suffer a split decision loss to Corey, and we'll get into that in a bit, overall Chito Vera boasts a respectable record, having gone toe-to-toe with some of the division's best. Now he's setting his sights on capturing that coveted bantamweight title. He's had a couple of close encounters, like his clash with Song Yagdong a couple years back in March 2020, and about 7 media members favored Song while 9 sided with Chito Vera. It was a razor-thin decision that could have easily swung in Vera's favor.
The most amount of significant strikes each of these guys has ever landed.
Then there's his recent showdown at UFC 292 against Pedro Munoz, and things took a crazy turn. Despite what seemed like a tight fight, the scorecards told a different story. 3 media members scored the bout for Vera, while a staggering 14 leaned towards Munoz. It was a surprising outcome that underscored the unpredictable nature of MMA judging. A loss in that match would have dealt a significant blow to his title aspirations, especially coming off a defeat to Cordy Sandhagen in his previous fight. These close calls highlight Vera's consistency and resilience in the octagon. With no major layoffs in his career, he's been steadily improving. Looking at his UFC stats, Vera averages 4.37 significant strikes per fight, with a striking accuracy of 50% and a striking defense of 51%. His takedown game is also noteworthy, with an average of 0.58 takedowns and a takedown defense rate of 70%. Given these statistics, it's likely that this upcoming fight will primarily be contested on the feet. Now let's explore who we believe will come out on top in this highly anticipated matchup. The odds currently heavily favor Sean O'Malley over Chito Vera, with Ali being the clear favorite at almost 2-to-1 odds. Most betting books have O'Malley at around -205, while Chito Vera stands as the underdog at +164. We're leaning towards Sean for a few reasons, despite some lingering uncertainties. One notable factor is O'Malley's recent victory over Aljamain Sterling. While impressive, we can't help but question if Sterling's weight cut to 135 pounds affected the outcome of the fight. Cutting too much weight can make a fighter more susceptible to knockouts, and Sterling has since moved up to 145 pounds. But O'Malley's win was also largely due to his skill and timing. Another aspect to consider is that Chito Vera has never been knocked out in his career. Can Sean be the first to achieve this? With O'Malley's history of knockout victories, it's certainly possible. The majority of Sean's wins have come by knockout, so if O'Malley secured the win, it's likely to be by knockout. We're predicting Sean O'Malley will secure a 4th-round finish, taking into account Vera's toughness and durability in previous fights. Just 24 of Sean's wins have been by decision, highlighting his preference for finishing fights early. Despite being younger, O'Malley has demonstrated impressive skills, especially evident in his knockout victory over Sterling. While there's debate about the impact of Sterling's weight cut on the outcome, Sean showed composure and skill in that bout. Vera's recent performances raised doubts about his contender status. He struggled against Corey Sandhagen and arguably lost to Pedro Munoz. Without his history with Sean O'Malley, Vera might not have secured this title fight. fighters like Merab Dvalishvili and Corey Sandhagen could arguably be more deserving of a title shot. Sandhagen's dominant win over Vera highlighted the gap in their skill levels. Unless Vera significantly improves from his recent performances, Sean's poised for victory. It seems Vera may be declining while Sean O'Malley's hitting his prime. Also, Vera tends to start fights slowly, unlike Sean, who typically begins aggressively, giving O'Malley a further advantage. But we're finding it hard to envision a scenario where Vera comes out on top in this matchup. While he may have the technical advantage in striking, Sean's sheer power, along with his height and reach, give him a significant edge. It'll be interesting to see how Vera deals with O'Malley's physical attributes. So our bet is on Sean O'Malley likely securing the win in the 4th round. Oh, and if you take a look at Tapology voting, you'll see that 76% of people are backing Sean, with Vera trailing behind at 24%. That's quite a margin despite the odds suggesting a closer contest. Unless Vera brings something entirely different from his recent performances, Sean O'Malley looks set to emerge victorious. It appears that Sean's team strategically chose this fight over others in the division, and it's understandable why. It presents a more favorable opportunity for O'Malley compared to facing off against Merab or Sandhagen. But hey, share your prediction in the comments. How do you anticipate this unfolding? Do you think O'Malley's knockout, if it happens, will come later considering Vera's never been finished? Or are you expecting an earlier conclusion? And if you're rooting for Vera, how do you think he'll secure the win? Let us know in the comments below and see you in the next one. Until then, make sure to like this video and hit that subscribe button for more content like this.